Got a Kizer. Kizer. Yeah. What do we got here? This is a Kizer Z-82 Nalu design, 3.5-inch blade. This one's in N690 with black stonewash blade, black G10, steel liners. Yeah, pretty cool. Hey, there's another one of these. This one will end up over at Timber's Edge Knives. There's another one over there that's brand new that's in Nitro V. This one is brand new, but it's from the secondary market, and the box is a little beat up, but the knife is brand new. Yep. Look at this stonewash blade on this thing. Whoa! Yeah, and this one is in the N690 steel. Yeah, it's designated right there. Yeah, wow, look at this thing. And so this one kind of flew under my radar for a long time. And I was able to get my hands on this one. And so I touched it, and then I immediately ordered the other one in the Nitro V. Yeah, and they are exactly the same knives. The stonewash is a little bit different on the other one, whereas on this one, this one looks a lot more stonewash. The ridges are highlighted. Yeah, this one, wow, is it gorgeous. The other one's got stonewashing on it, but it's not done to this level. And it's in Nitro V steel. And so I'm pretty sure you'll notice the difference in price from this one to that one as well. So let's talk about this knife. Golly. I mean, I don't know how this one got past me, because maybe it's because nobody talked about it or I didn't see anything on it, but it's just like I had no idea. I saw it a few times, and I passed because they were wanting a lot of money for it. And I thought, that's a lot of money, and I don't know. I guess looking at it just never kind of did it for me. And now that I got it in hand, I'm just so glad that I did. Yeah, it's wonderful. Let's see if it gets some bonus points. Yeah, it'll reverse grip really nice. And it can get a bonus tick here, because I can definitely get here, and I'd rather be here than here. If it's me, yeah, I'd much rather get here. And the finger guard definitely locks my palm in there, so nice grip. Yeah, wow. Let's check that pocket clip before I disassemble, because I believe it's a Bruce spring steel clip, and so if I'm going to do something to it, it won't be hard. But yeah, it's got a ton of tension. It's not completely deep carry. Leaves maybe a little less than 1/2 inch. These screws are going to help me get that out, because the grip on that is a F5 tornado pocket clip. Like, that'll survive a tornado blast, and that knife would still be in that pocket for sure. Yeah, it's really nice tension, even on standard jean size material. And then my spot in the back pocket, yeah, wonderful. I like the width of that too. To me, it's a good look. Yeah, very intuitive to go in and come out. Excellent tension. I like the pocket clip a lot. Let's check it for safety while we're back here. There's no contact with the blade, and the tip is reset. So clip's good, tip's good, and I can handle this knife any way I want without catching that sharp part. What about that lock? So lockup on it is about 45%. It's got great lockup. Yeah, I most certainly didn't expect that to fail. Excellent action. Blade is centered. Nice. Well, let's get in it. I'm going to get in there and maybe wipe it down if it needs it. It's got a fair piece of Loctite going here. It's got collars, lots of Loctite. The collars almost look copper. Huh, maybe. And then it looks like both of these pocket clip screws have to go for this to come apart, because there's spacers on both. But everything come off of the non-show side, came off right. It's got a lanyard hole for a lanyard. Pretty cool. All right. Yeah, lots of Loctite going on there. I'm going to have to coax my way past it because it's mushed in between the scale and the liners. Yeah, there's a bunch. I'm going to put that back in there. And I'm going to tap. I'm going to put something over that and I'm going to tap that pivot. Didn't budge. Let's try it again. There, we got it. Yep, no more on the screw. But that's going to loosen all this up now. It'll all come apart. I could have been there fighting that for hours. Yep. Yeah, because there's just a mountain of Loctite that's up over that pivot. It's not going to want to let that blade go either. There, we got it. Ooh, yeah, lots of Loctite. Well, I think I'm going to leave it be on this side and go ahead and wipe everything off. Man, do I like this stone wash. Ooh, is it good looking. And it's carried through the whole blade underneath. I mean, it's just, they did it to a level that it antiqued it. It is so nice. I mean, it looks like 100-year-old piece of tool steel. It's in nitro, or this one's in N690. So, I mean, decent steel, good steel. All right, clean them bearings up, and I think we'll be good to go. Big captured cage bearings here, large. And I'm going to put a little bit on that detent ball track, kind of assist there. Everything's captured down that bottom scale, so I don't have any alignment issues going on here. I don't have to line anything up. All right. I think I might be a little tight on the pivot. I cranked that down a fair piece. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah. What a jewel. All right. Well, yeah, let's get rid of all the tools. All right. Well, let's talk about this action. I mean, the way it's floating now, it's a A minus to an A. It's really nice. Yeah, really locked up tight. No play in there. Blade centered. Wonderful. I mean, we've only got the one method of deployment there, but it works wonderfully. It's got some jimping here. I mean, it bites pretty well. If I just dig into it, it's going to open for me. We're locked up about 45% there. Intuitive to get in here. This is lowered, so it's easy to just reach in there across and get that liner lock, push that out of the way. Very intuitive. Yeah, it runs really well. Definitely an A minus, maybe leaning towards an A. Super nice action. Yeah, wonderful. Ergonomics. So we've got good contouring here in these holes. I mean, I get it. The jury's kind of out on the holes. Probably half of you are going, yeah, I hate the holes. And then the other half are going, I don't care either way. I don't think anybody's like, oh, I love them. Maybe, I don't know. But I can tell you that I can feel them under my fingers and they're providing additional grip. Great jimping on the spine. It's not combat jimping, but it's really close. Yeah, it's got wonderful grip there. So a nice platform for the thumb. And if I dig in here, not so confident, very confident, this thing's going to go whoop over a confident grip towards very confident. The flipper tab has made a great finger guard here. And so I'm locked in. I could definitely come forward with this clip point. And I don't think I'm at risk of coming up and over that blade at all. Yeah, nice grip. Even with wet hands, I think I'd be able to come forward with this knife, be very aggressive with what I was doing with it, and maintain my grip. Reverse grip, yeah, it's there all day long. Can cap it with my thumb. And then I think I mentioned before, I'd rather be here though. And this is a nice, powerful grip. I'm capped, a lot of strength here. Yep, whoop, nice. The pocket clip solid. The only thing left to check on this is going to be that N690 from the factory. Yeah, buddy. It's that kind of sharp. What about that secondary grind? Yeah, it as well. So wonderful sharp on the N690. Very cool. Price and availability. What do these go for? So I think this N690 version is going to be around $79. And that N690, it's the same as VG10 and very similar to S30V. I mean, if for some guidelines of where it's at, I mean, VG10 and both of them are very similar corrosion wise, toughness, all of that, to S30V. Solid steel, right? So I think these are going to be around 79, something like that. Maybe 89. I don't know, somewhere in that range. The Nitro V version is going to be around $59. Yep. So this one's going to be a little bit more. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm not sure how this one got under my radar for so long, but yeah, it's a really nice piece and it's very comfortable in hand. The ergonomics kind of put it over the top, but that stonewash, look at, I mean, phew, love it. All right, appreciate y'all watching.